Hello, hello. I am back to help you do this thing called life. So, yes, indeed, I have been praying for you, and I truly want you to keep praying for me, okay? Well, today, I honestly was not sure what it was that I was going to share with you. Um, I just didn't feel like I was hearing anything specifically. And so I went back and looked at my notebook from this morning and something jumped out at me, which causes me to be very transparent. Um, and I will say that as easy as it is for me to sometimes share certain testimonies, at other times there's this, ugh. But despite the you know, um, my past can't hold me. My past is just that, in the past. I'm looking ahead. I'm grateful to God for everything that I've gone through because it has made me who I am. Was I grateful in the moment? Heck no. Um, was it painful? Heck yeah. But am I grateful? You better know it. Because every experience helped to shape me. It shaped me, and it has molded me into this person that I am. And I know that I am not where I shall be, but I know that I'm not where I used to be. And so I just want to take this moment to encourage anyone who is in a situation or circumstance that has you feeling like, oh, this can't be the end. It cannot stay this way. If you are going through some things with your children or a spouse or a sibling, um, a friend, and you don't like what you see, know that God changes things. Know that with Him, anything is possible. All things are possible to those who believe, too. So know that your prayers and your right words can change things. Um, and so I was thinking back this morning in my prayer time. When I look back at my notebook just a few minutes ago, I remembered that this morning in my prayer time, for some strange reason, I had a flashback to one of my, maybe one of my most embarrassing moments. Um, I was in college. At the time, I was 21, and I was, mm, to a degree, I guess. I don't know if you can wild out to a degree. But I'm going to say this, I had definitely turned to alcohol. Um, it was my numbing agent for that season. There was a lot going on with me, and I was fighting depression, uh, just really, oh, real bad, low self esteem. Um, I lacked a lot of good things. Now, performance was okay. I mean, as far as being involved in things and, but I was I was really hurting. And that's one of the things. So, yeah. This particular evening, it was close to, we were coming up on final exams. We were in final exams. And I have no idea what all was going on, but that night I went on this drinking spree. And I drank everything I could get my hands on that night. I think when I was studying, and then the little study session turned into let's drink. And it was me who said, come on, let's drink. So we went to the store, Wasn't nothing open but the quick shop. So all of the little crazy drinks, y'all. Mad Dog and Wild Irish Rose, and it was a mess. And then I came back, drank everything I could get my hands on. Was race drinking. I used to let's race and suck it down with a straw, see who could drink the fastest. It was bad. Um, Drank everything there was. Somebody came. I was at a friend's apartment. Um, Somebody came in and they had, I think, um the malt liquor, and looked like he wasn't gonna finish it. So I was like, "You don't want that? I want it." Drank malt liquor. Turn around. There was some beer. I didn't like beer. I drank beer, and needless to say, um, yeah, that night is a blur. It's a whole blur. And woke up the next morning, had to go do some things because I was a part of an organization, and we had a fashion show coming up or something, and I had to go to the mall to pick up some items that they were letting our the people in the show wear. And I just remember, y'all, I smelled like a wino. I reeked of alcohol. I mean, I reeked, and I knew the smell very well because I had two brothers who had been alcoholics, and I knew that smell. And I was so embarrassed. And I honestly don't know if anybody else smelled me. I would assume they did because I used to smell my brothers. Um, but that day, I was just like, Bush, what are you doing? And so this morning, when I had that flashback and I was writing about it, the thing I wrote was, what kind of pain was I in to go to those depths? What kind of pain was I in? What was going on? You know? And I said all that to say this. And I was 21 years old. I'm 50 now. And the fact that it is difficult to talk about, and I'm so far beyond that. Which leads me to what I'm saying. Do you see the person sitting in front of you today? I am not that chick from when I was 21. But that 21-year-old girl gives perspective to this 50-year-old lady. And it reminded me this morning to try to see what causes things. Nobody says, I want to be an alcoholic when I grow up. Nobody says, okay, I'm going to start drinking right now and I'm going to do everything I can to become an alcoholic. Nobody says, nobody in their right mind just thinks, I am going to try to be a drug head. I'm going to be a crackhead. I want to smoke so much that I kill myself because I have lung cancer. Nobody says this. But there are circumstances, situations, mindsets, family pathology, family, like the generational curses. There are things that all conspire together to bring us to our demise. Whew. But we serve a God who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or think. And it's according to the power that works in us. And so I really want to encourage you. If you find yourself in some situations and it looks like, what in the world? Look, don't get stuck in the middle. Don't let what you see fool you, because what is coming is greater than what you see right now. Right now is a stage. Right now is a phase. And I don't care if it's been years. Don't you give up hope. Don't you give up hope. God is able. God is able. There may be things that you see that you don't like. Pray. Pray about it. Pray about it. Speak on it. But speak the right thing. I heard Bishop Jake saying the other day that sometimes we don't, like when we see our children doing things, they're doing stuff that we don't approve of. But he said you got to be careful what you say to them and about them. Because when you speak a word, it has a target. And he said you got to be careful how you talk. Because think about it. Is that how God talks about you? The way that you talk about the situations that you see, is that the way God talks about you? If it's not, then you have to change it. Okay? Well, I didn't even realize my phone's about to die. But I hope that this word made sense to you. Whew. I hope that it encourages you that what you see can change into something that you have never seen before. So stay encouraged. Stay full of faith. Believe God for your loved one, because God can take everything that was wrong and make it right. He can take everything that was wrong and use it for power. He can use it to bring someone else out. And so I just really, really, really want you to be encouraged. Whew. All right, y'all. This has been One More Minute with Marcy. I'll be back tomorrow with another moment of momentum producing motivation. Until then, stay encouraged. And remember, you gotta flutter before you can fly. But flying is in your future. I love y'all.